what do you think is the most true thing that you 100% know to be true?
Here we are.
Yeah.
I know that.
Uh-huh.
Here we are. Right here, right now.
What was the biggest thing that you thought was true for most of your life that you realized was not true? And
No, go ahead.
It was just something that was like, oh, I held on to this belief that this thing was true. And then later in life, you realize, oh, maybe that was just a wounded part of me, or just I wasn't educated enough, or I didn't have the experience or the wisdom, or I learned it from the wrong person. Was there anything like that?
I think hurt people, and I was really hurt, and I think I hurt a lot of people, and I think I hurt myself a lot. Well, I think we tend to love other people how we love ourselves. I was pretty violent to myself in my behavior, in my thought process. I was telling a friend relatively recently, I used to have like images of killing myself like in my mind over and over again, like at random times throughout the day. And it wasn't even like I was going to do it. I would just have like a flash image of like just not existing anymore.
Wow.
And going out in a violent way. How am I supposed to be able to love somebody in a healthy way if that's what I'm doing to myself? I wrote this poem. It has one line, though, that I'll share. And it says, being angry at God is like yelling at yourself in the mirror. Because no matter what you say, God will be waiting for you when you are done.
Oh my gosh. Say that one more time.
Being angry at God is like yelling at yourself in the mirror, because no matter what you say, God will be waiting for you when you are done.
Wow.
So that's what I was doing. Yelling at myself in the mirror all the time, and then going out into the world and finding the evidence for what I was choosing and unchoosing to believe. So is there anything for you that you feel like you've had to unlearn that was so true at that time that now you have a different perspective on?
I mean, the thing that I thought was true for most of my life was I'm worthless. So I had to unlearn that because it is not true. And I believed it so much to be true, probably like you in certain ways. I'm worthless, and no one will love me was kind of the truth, the lie I was telling myself. And I think it was, like you said before, it was exhausting, draining. It was just, it sucked the life out of me. And I think when I finally learned how to let that go and step into a different truth, it felt freeing. It felt like peace, harmony for the first time. And I think for me, life is a consistent journey of repetition. And if I'm not repeatedly showing up, contributing to myself with these types of positive truths, these types of reps, then I could easily slide back if I have a few bad days of just like negative reps. And so it's just a consistent, like you said, the truth is here we are. And so if here we are, this is the moment to have a rep. And I can choose a rep that serves and supports a positive belief or a negative belief that holds me back. And so I just try to reflect as many moments throughout the day that I have more positive reps. That I have I'm speaking in kind of sports lingo, but repetitions that I really show up the best I could in every scenario to support the truth that I want.
I think that's beautifully said.
Yeah.
You're in the gratitude gym.
Oh yeah.
And you gotta
every day, man.
Keep lifting.
Every day.
Yeah.
If I don't use it, I'm gonna lose it.
That's totally true.
And I'm gonna go right back into what I knew for 30 years.
Yeah. Because the worthlessness gym is always open.
It's always open, man, 24/7.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to be in that gym.
Yeah.
So easy.
But it's interesting.
There's a lot of false reward there.
Well, it's fast, it's familiar,
It's quick.
yeah, it's you think short timeline, long timeline, medium term timeline, it's the shortest timeline around. Just taking a hit of I don't deserve anything. I'm worthless. I'm a victim. And you just get to wrap yourself up in that. And that definitely is probably like my most familiar state.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've worked my way out of it now over many years of doing my own reps and having different modalities to help me along the way, to have incremental and accumulative presence. But I can't let that go. It's not like I can just go, well, I won the game, so I don't have to play anymore. No, it's a never-ending game.
Yes.
And what an amazing thing it is that I get to play.
Do you think it's possible for an artist to actually live a beautiful, loving life? Or do most artists just struggle in the suffer of like, I'm an artist, so I have to suffer and feel pain so I can express my art from a painful place?
I just want to say one thing before I forget,
Yeah,
and then I'll
go ahead.
answer that. I just want to acknowledge you. I want to honor you because I feel like that place of worthlessness that you have and continue to work through has brought a lot of value to the world.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man.
I mean,
Thank you.
I mean that.
Yeah, thank you.
To me as a friend, but to many other people, because you've been willing to invite us into your heart and into your experience and into your process.
I appreciate it.
So it's the school of greatness. It's the school of self-worth.
Absolutely, man.